everybody, welcome back. Mike here at MH Tutorials. Well guys, today we're going to do a subscriber request. This one is from a while back, and the question that I got was, can you model a coffin for a vampire scene? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with a polygon cube. We're going to drag that out, pull that up, hit 5 for shaded mode, and let's set our translate values to 0. So it's nice and centered. Okay, let's check the dimensions. Length looks okay. Width maybe just a bit more. Okay, not bad. Then we are going to add some subdivisions. I'm going to edit mesh, insert edge loop tool, option box, multiple edge loops, and let's do 6. And let's enter them right there. Hit Q on your keyboard. We're gonna double click on these edges. So these two and these two. Looks fine. And then we're gonna hit R. And we're gonna start to move them up like so. And then do that again. And bring them up there. So we have equal spacing. And then select these two and push them towards each other. Looks good. Okay. We're gonna right click, go to face. Select that one. Excuse me. That one. And that one. Looks fine. Edit mesh. Extrude. We're going to add some thickness. Let's do 0.15. That is about right. Okay. Then edit mesh, extrude, option box. Excuse me, no. Edit mesh, insert edge loop tool, option box. We're going to go with equal distance. And we're going to add a subdivision about there. And hit Q on your keyboard. All right. I'm going to switch to our top view. Right click vertex. Drag select these and these. Hit R. Start to scale them in to right there. Excuse me. Okay. Right click face. Select those two faces. Hit delete. Okay. Then we are going to right click at object mode. Select it. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. And we are going to bevel these edges. So go to edge. And just the outer edges. I'll do the same here. And on the back. All right. Edit mesh and bevel. Let's tweak those settings a bit. Not too many segments. 2 is fine. And let's do 0.8. All right. Looks good. Now we're going to work on the lid. So for that, we're going to take a polygon cube, pull that out, pull that up. We're going to move it on top here. And actually, we'll just set our translate values to 0, which is a bit easier. We're going to hit R, we're going to scale that out. Okay, we're going to go to Edit Mesh, Insert Edge Loop Tool. We're going to add one right there. Hit Q on the keyboard, right click Vertex, select those two, and scale them out, which is okay. Hit 4 on your keyboard, right click Object Mode, right there. Hit W, pull that up. Okay, 5 for shaded mode. Then we are going to right click edge, take that edge and delete it. Right click face, edit mesh, extrude. Sorry, not sorry, edit mesh extrude, right? And then hit R. We're going to switch to our top view so we can see that better. So we're going to stretch that back to the top a little bit to make that edge even. Like that. Hit G to repeat, W to pull up, and R to scale in. Okay, and then G to repeat, R to scale in, and W to pull up. All right, that's not too bad. Now we're going to right click on object mode. We're going to bring the lid down on top of the coffin. There we go. Now let's work on some handles for the coffin. Okay, so we're going to start off with a polygon cylinder. We're going to hit E to rotate that to -90. We're going to give it a bit more subdivision, let's say 40. We're going to switch views to right here, and we'll just move that over so we're not looking at the coffin here. We're going to go to Edit Mesh, Insert Edge Loop Tool, Option Box, Multiple Edge Loops, and we're going to do 4. Add them, hit Q, right click Vertex, drag select these, hit R and scale them in, and then push them out like that. Then right click edge, double click on those two edges, edit mesh bevel, right click face, drag select that middle section, make sure we've got nothing else, hit R and scale that in again. Alright, and then we are going to, let me think, actually what we're going to do is we're going to take a polygon torus that we obviously need to tweak a bit. We're going to do 40 subdivisions. Let's do a section radius of 0.1. We're going to hit E, object mode. We're going to hit E and rotate that, excuse me, to 90. We're going to scale that down quite a bit. And just check it from this view here. I have to zoom in. Okay. Control D to duplicate that. Pull it over to that end. There we go. We're going to take these two and move them in. And let's check to see if it's centered almost. There we go. We're going to select the whole deal, mesh, combine. And then we are going to add two vertical ones. Give that some subdivision. Let's do 40. Bring that in. Just check from this view here. We're going to hit R. We're going to scale that down a bit. Move it over until we have that line centered. There we go. Let's bring that up to there. And maybe stretch that out a bit. Right click vertex. Okay. Right click object mode. Control D to duplicate. Move that over. Hit F. Make sure that guy's in the middle as well. Yep, looks good. Drags like that. Mesh combine. Let's see if my position is okay. Yeah, it is. All right. Now we are going to rotate the whole thing. So modify center pivot, hit E, rotate that by minus 90. And now we're going to create a kind of floral pattern, if you will, to act as a ring around these handles here. So for that, we're going to take a polygon sphere, make that 40 subdivisions. There we go. We're going to hit R. We're going to squish that, if you will. Then we are going to hit Control D to duplicate, W to move over, and F to zoom in. We're going to hit R. We're going to stretch that out. Until we're right there. Then right click face, select those faces, and not that one. There we go. And we are going to hit W, and we're going to bring that down. Actually, no. We're going to hit R. That way it won't stick out down here. That's fine. All right. So we got that. Right click object mode. We're going to hit 3 on our keyboard. That looks nice. And take that guy. Control D to duplicate. Move it over. Let's check that from our top view. That looks all right. Select these two, mesh, combine, modify center pivot, Control D to duplicate, E to rotate to minus 90, Control D again, Control D. That would be 90 minus 135. and Control D once more. Didn't take for some reason. Control D. And that would be minus 45. There we go. So that's our pattern. Mesh, combine. Let's get that thing aligned. So we need to go to modify center pivot, rotate that to 90, switch views, hit R, scale that down quite a bit, start to move that in, hit F to zoom in. Now this is a bit hard to see, but I'll try and get it nice and centered. So that is fine, and that is fine. And now let's check to see if it's not too big. Move it back. All right. And hit Control D. Move that over. Make sure that one's centered as well. That's all right. Drag click the whole thing. Mesh. Combine. There we go. Let's start to add that to our coffin. Modify center pivot. We're going to move that over. Let's check it from this view here. And we're going to bring that down. We're going to do one there. Do one there. And one there. Now let's make sure that these guys are positioned correctly. Hit F to zoom in. Take that one, hit E, start to rotate, and then bring that in. Rotate back just a little. Okay, take that one and do the same. Same here. Bring that in. Looks like it needs to be a bit rotated a bit more. And hit W and bring that in. There we go. We're going to take these three and we're going to hit Control D to copy. Move them over here. And we're kind of going to reverse the process. So we're going to hit W to move it in. All right. This guy, W to move it in. Rotate it a bit more. And hit W to bring that in. Yep. Take that one. Hit W, bring that down. F to zoom in and E to rotate. Okay. And now we need to have a set at the front. So one over here and one down we're going to hit F and zoom in on that one. Let's do that from our top view. We're going to move that up, hit E, rotate that to -90. We're going to bring that in, F to zoom in. There we go. And let's bring that up until we are centered. Let's do the same with this guy. F to zoom in, E to rotate to 90 degrees. We're going to hit W, we're going to bring that in. F to zoom in. We're going to bring that up. Okay, let's see what we got so far. All right, cool. Let's see if we got any gaps there. All right, cool. Now, drag select the whole thing. Mesh, combine. We're going to move that up until it's sitting on our plane here. Create a polygon cube. Sorry, plane. We're going to right click, assign new material. Let's go with a Fong E. And let's make that white. And then we are going to take our coffin, right click, assign new material, Fong E as well, and we'll make that black. And then we'll take the handles for our coffin, mesh, separate. Okay, and then object mode, select these two, hit Control H to hide them. We're going to select these guys, mesh, combine, give that a sec. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Okay, right click, assign new material, MIA material underscore X. We're going to go to our material tab. As you can see, there are quite a few polys in those handles, so it's slowing down a bit. Chrome and replace. And then we're going to go to display, show all to get our coffin back. All right, looks cool. We're going to add some lighting. So we're going to go to our render settings. We're going to go to mental ray, indirect lighting, image-based lighting. And while we're at it, we're going to select global illumination. In my folder, I'm going to look for an appropriate file that I can use. Let's see, HDRI. Okay, got a very dark black sky here, which is nice, and I will have to add some additional lighting for that. So we're going to create a point light, and we're going to drag that up over here. I'm going to hit 7 on my keyboard so I can see what's going on. We're going to hit Control D to duplicate that. Pull that over. And we're going to go to Create Lights, Ambient Light. And we're going to move that one back here. Pull it up a little bit. And reduce the intensity to 0.1. All right. So let's see what we have so far. Let's just close this here. We are going to, where do you go? Turn on our resolution gate. Let's give this a nice angle. Get back to our render settings. Turn on final gathering. My quality tab, I'm going to bump that up to about 1.5. Let's see, ray tracing, make sure that's on. That all looks fine. Common tab, let's increase the file size to 1080. And in my point lights, just make sure that my ray trace shadows are selected. So we're going to go to shadows, scroll down, ray trace shadows, that's fine. Okay, let's give this a go. I'll pause during the render and hopefully we can complete this in one go. If not, we'll have to tweak a little bit. Okay, be back in a sec. Well guys, here we go. This is our final render, and well, this is pretty much it. So if you got any questions, as always, just let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.